I have been waiting to bring this video to you for a while. If you recall, back in the spring, June-ish, I was in Germany and I was filming a secret firewood factory made by not just Japa, but the company that owns the three Finnish processors, Japa, Häkkinen, Pilkki, and Palax. That company is called TP Silva Oy. So I was out in Germany because they had the this prototype. It's called the X Firewood Factory. And there were two machines that I saw, and I filmed the one, but I had made comments that I couldn't take my eyes off of it. I was just looking at it the whole time. What a great machine. It was released last week. In Finland, they have their big biannual, that means every 2 years, the FinMetco show. Now, it would have been great if I could have been there. I was there 2 years ago, but you know, things just don't work out sometimes. These are cherry logs, and can you tell that there was a hickory log laying on top of these? Look what that bug does to the hickory. It just put all that sawdust right on top of the logs underneath it. Ugh. Anyhow, guys, they just brought to market the X Firewood Factory and their new processor, the 505, which I'm here to tell you is 405, 505. It is 100 basis points better than the 405. It is like the 405 on steroids, guys. But where am I going with this? When I was in Germany, I filmed the X Firewood Factory, and I wasn't allowed to put it up. But now I am, and I'm going to bring it to you right now. If you had been paying attention to your social media this last week, if you've seen Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, they put up a number of videos, and there was a lot of interest in it. It got a lot of people's attention. And I saw it. I was there with my own eyes, the prototype that was in Germany, which I understand was the only one, the first one they ever made, and it was being tested. So that is the video that I'm going to be showing you right now. It was filmed back in June. This was their only prototype that was around, and it was at this big firewood yard in southern Germany. And what you might notice during the filming of this is it's kind of disjointed, and it's just the way things happened. When we showed up, they wanted to talk with the owner who didn't speak English, and that's when I went around their yard and filmed and showed all of his Palax firewood processors. And Lowry, who is the representative for TP Silva, wanted me to film it with him so he can explain everything. Well, when that time came, we were starting to film it, and that's when there was this IT guy there, and right in the middle of everything, they shut it off because they had to do an update through the modem for the computer that runs this machine. Just the way things go. I'm all the way over there in Germany to film this thing, and then they turn it off. And just because of the schedule, we had to go. And so what I'm going to be showing you, I think you'll get the idea on how this thing works, but I didn't get to show the sawing, which is kind of slick, how they get that log to fall over onto its face. But okay, I'm talking too much. Here comes the video, and then I'll see you on the other side of it. Here we go.
Hello guys.
All right, everyone. Here I am with my good friend Lauri Kallivainen.
Hello again.
From Finland.
Oh yes.
He is a big wheel for TP Silva Oy.
Yes sir.
They are the company that owns the 3 Finnish processors, Japa, Häkkipilkki, and Pollux.
Exactly.
All right.
That's
so
correct.
Lauri has invited me out here to Germany because he wanted me to see this prototype machine, which has never been seen before outside of the people who need to know.
Yeah.
All right.
Exactly.
So Lauri, why don't you, I'm going to turn around the camera, and why don't you just give us an overview of the whole operation?
All right.
So, at the moment, this is the one and only. This is the one and only machine of this type running in Germany for testing. This will be in the production in the beginning of 25. So at the moment we start to sell the first machines. But here we are doing pre-production testing. And actually you can see the conveyor turning at the moment.
Yeah, look at that.
So this is for serious firewood production. It takes big logs up to 34 inches, 900 millimeters, big logs. And here the log deck, live deck here, this is the small version of the actual log deck.
This is
the short version.
This is the small one.
Oh yes.
This thing is huge, man.
This is the small one. And the logs we have right now here, these are also small logs. Like you see, these are not 30 inches logs, but the machine can handle 30 inches logs.
Okay.
We can handle big logs.
Right. So guys, we're going to go around and see the whole process. But let me ask you this. What are the electricity requirements for this machine?
So it has 20 kilowatt motors, and each unit, there is 2 units. There is a cutting unit and splitting unit.
All right.
So we have both units are powered by their own engines or motors. It can be powered with the diesel, with the PTO, or electricity.
Okay.
Whatever is your preference.
All right. So this is what they have here in Europe is 3-phase electricity.
Yes.
Okay. Which I guess if this is going to be in the States, I guess they could have 3-phase installed, but we use diesel engines.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That's not an issue.
No. All right. All right. So let's go. I want you to give us a tour here. Let's see what else this thing can do.
So what we see here is the live deck, really robust, strong deck, designed for the big logs. The logs we are having now here, these are not the big logs. These are the medium-sized logs at the moment.
Yeah.
But we are running what we get. So
Yeah.
let's see how it goes. Here is the infeed, the separator for the logs. Then we go to the infeed. The guys are now testing and training there. Let's see what they're doing. Here is the cutting unit with about 40 inches saw bar, big saw bar, automatic hydraulic chain tensioning. And what we have after cutting unit, there is the conveyor between cutting and splitting unit. And this one is bringing logs, cut logs, to the splitting unit.
What about the controls, Lauri?
Okay, so everything is controlled with the touch screens. We have the joystick control, hydraulics, everything simple place. So this is where the operator is taking care of the cutting and splitting. Machine does automatically. We don't need the operator to be involved in actual splitting.
All right.
So the splitting we just put on and it keeps on splitting.
And nothing will stop this machine from running, right?
No.
We have turned off the prototype, but this is the process, guys. The logs are cut, they flip down on their ends, and they take a conveyor ride down. And all of this is controlled with the computer and the dials, and there's a big X knife in there. And depending on how far you set it, will determine the size of your splits coming out. And here is Lauri.
Hello again.
And these are the typical sizes that the machine is dialed in to make today.
So this is the example how we can do the splitting. The conveyor under the splitting knife is moving step by step. And by adjusting the length of the step, we can adjust the size of the output. So with the short step, we get smaller wood, pizza wood, restaurant wood, whatever wood. And when we make the step a little bit longer, it's a little bit bigger wood. And customer can choose how they like it, big or small.
Yeah, if you have a pizza oven that you're making wood for or home heating, you can tailor it to that.
Yeah.
Excellent. And for as long as we have been here, this is how much they've made. I have not seen, nothing stops that knife.
No.
There was even a log that had flipped on its side, and we said, just let it go, let's see what happens, and it just split right through it. Yeah, that would have been one of them.
Sideways.
There. Yeah, nothing stops it, guys. So this is really cool. Now this is what you call a prototype?
Yes, that's the prototype now. And we will be in the serial production in the beginning of 25.
All right.
And the first machines we are selling right now.
All right. If a professional firewood company, a big, that they're looking to install a factory like this, all they need to do is contact their Japa, Palax, or Hacky Pilky dealer.
That's correct.
To make this purchase.
Yes.
All right.
Exactly.
Yeah, this is major league, as we say in the United States. Good heavens.
This is professional level.
Yeah, it sure is. So Lowry, I was thinking, this is cool. I have a Japa, and I love it, and I believe in the company. How about this? Why don't you, instead of sending this to Germany, send this to Ohio, give it to me, let me run it. I can do some videos on it, and I can...
Wait a minute, I need to go.
So that was it, the X Firewood factory. Guys, that thing is something. When I was there was a log that had fallen over on its side, like it could have rolled away. And I was telling them, hey, there's a log on the side when it was going through that big X splitter. And they said, let's see what happens. It just went right through it. I had thought, what's this thing going to do when it jams? And there's nothing stopping it. It just pulverized all of that wood into just beautiful looking firewood. And then if you go back into one of my German videos that I had posted, that big pile wasn't there when we showed up. That's how quick that thing was making firewood. That thing was awesome. And now I know what you're saying, Joe. Maybe you should have the firewood factory here at Ohio Woodburner, or that 505. I agree with you. Wouldn't that be nice? So we had discussed it, but I'm powerless with this kind of a thing. And then also what I would point out to you is I approach my processors. I am a firewood delivery service first, and then I'm a YouTube channel. These firewood machines have to make sense to my production. They have to make my style of firewood, and I have to be realistic about that, because especially this time of year, my phone's ringing off the hook. I'm looking at probably a really busy fall selling season, which I'll take. But then that gets to, can I get all these machines in here? Can I make them work for me? But if that opportunity comes, I'm going to give it serious consideration, because that'd be awesome to have something, either one of those machines here, to show you what is going on in the firewood industry. Guys, I really do think 50 years from now, we are going to look back upon this era of the firewood industry, and this is going to be known as the golden era. And that is because we have a lot of really good manufacturers, and there is healthy competition. We are seeing innovation like what you're not seeing in other industries. This 19th century industry is being drug into the 21st century. And it's being led by a number of these manufacturers, Eastonmade, Wolf Ridge, certainly Japa, Hacky Pilky, and Palax, the three brands under the TP Silva name. It's a great time to be in firewood, guys. All right, I hope you like this video. If you were blown away by that machine as I was, leave your comments down below, because the guys from Finland read and follow this channel. All right, guys, I hope everyone has a great day.